Okay, hi all. Welcome to my kitchen. Today is Wednesday. It is June 19th. I think there a minute. We're moving right along with June. As you can see, I'm in the kitchen and I'm doing multiple things. On the stove right now, I have the potatoes for my great-grandmother's potato salad. I believe there's a recipe. I'll see if I can find that. If not, I'll give you guys the recipe. This is great for any picnic parties, any gatherings outdoors, or if you're doing barbecuing. You might be asking why I'm making potato salad. Well, I have a pork shoulder smoking on the egg. I'm making pulled pork tonight, and we're going to have homemade potato salad and homemade coleslaw to go with it. Now, I've grown up with this potato salad. It's one of my absolute favorites, and it is so easy to do. So, what you're going to need is 5 pounds of potatoes. Now, if you're a bigger family, you can definitely increase the amount of potatoes. I kind of decreased it since it's just the two of us, but there's about 4.5 pounds of potatoes in here. And it does make a lot of potato salad. If you love potato salad, you could do that. If you want to make less potato salad, you can always cut the ingredients by half and do half a bag of potatoes. Now I'm using red russet. You can certainly use yellow or russet potatoes. You do not need to peel them, but they do need to be thoroughly washed. And then what you're going to do is you can do it one of two ways. You can either slice them into slices and boil them, or you can cut them into cubes. Now, I quartered them and made chunks because that's easier for us to eat in potato salad. You're going to need at least 6 hard-boiled eggs. You're going to want to put 3 of the hard-boiled eggs into the actual potato salad, and then the other 3 you're going to make slices out of it as the decorative top. You're going to need 1 medium onion chopped, 1 cup of celery chopped, and a half a cup of green pepper. Now you can use red pepper, you can use yellow pepper, you can use orange pepper, or green pepper. I use green because it goes with the celery. You're also going to need 8 ounces of mayonnaise, 2 tablespoons of milk, 4 ounces of sour cream, and like I said, 5 pounds of potatoes boiled in cut slices. Once the potatoes are fully cooked and they're fork tender, you need to run them under cold water to stop them from cooking. And then basically you're just going to add the mayonnaise, the sour cream, the onion, the celery, and the green peppers to it. Chill well, and then garnish with your hard-boiled eggs. They can be decorated with the hard-boiled eggs. And that was my Bubby's potato salad. I'm going to hold this up for a minute so you guys can see the recipe. You can always pause the video to write this down. And we're going to go from there. Now, the other thing with pulled pork is I'm going to make coleslaw. Coleslaw is the easiest recipe to make. You need 1 head of cabbage, 3 cups. This recipe calls for 3 cups of shredded cabbage, 1/3 of a cup of chopped onions, which are in the refrigerator, 1 tablespoon of sugar, 1 carrot shredded, half a cup of mayonnaise, 1 tablespoon of vinegar, and a half a teaspoon of salt. And you're going to just do that in a mixing bowl. You're going to mix all the ingredients together. You're going to chill, and then you can serve with almost any meal. Easy beasy as possible. Now, you want to do this ahead of time. It's 1 o'clock. Like I said, I've got stuff on the grill that should be ready for dinner. So I'm getting all of these ingredients done ahead of time. Now, you can certainly make the potato salad and the coleslaw a day or 2 early. For the coleslaw, usually general rule, make it a day ahead of time. For the potato salad, you can make that up to 2 days ahead of time, and it actually tastes better the longer it sits. So, I'll be back and I'll show you what we're going to do with the coleslaw. Actually, I'm not going to come back. I'm just going to do it. So, to shred coleslaw, it's very, very, very easy if you have a food processor. If you don't have a food processor, you can do it by hand. It's going to take a lot longer. So I'm going to just go over here, and I'm off camera for 1 second because I need to get my discs. Now I do have a shredding disc. I find that I don't like to use that. I actually like to use this one. This one actually will slice a lot easier than the other one. And that's my philosophy when it comes to shredding cabbage. So I'm just going to put this on. Put this in here. And put my... Sometimes you have to be a little bit easy when it comes to this, and sometimes this can be a trick to get on, and you always want to be careful with how you handle your discs. You'll notice that there are 2 finger holes. And sometimes, like I said, sometimes this can be a tricky... There we go. Easy peasy. Okay. So, to chop cabbage, it's relatively simple. You don't even need to core it unless you want to. Sometimes the core... Now, if you were making my sweet sour cabbage recipe, you would core the cabbage. But for coleslaw, you really don't need to. You just need to get rid of the end piece of cabbage. So when you slice the cabbage, you're just going to cut this part off. And it's as simple as that. Now every food processor is going to be different. Mine's a KitchenAid. And obviously you cannot slice an entire head of cabbage all at once. They have to fit the mouth, otherwise the food processor doesn't work. So they have to fit in here. So you're going to chop accordingly to your manufacturer's directions. And I'm just taking the 2 outer leaves off the cabbage. I'm just going to kind of do it in chunks, and I'm just going to put a couple chunks in here. And you don't want to overstuff your food processor. And that's all you want to do. And you want to do that for 3 cups, which is a small to medium head of cabbage. You can certainly use the large if you're a bigger family, just double the recipe. We're just going to do a small amount of cabbage today for us. And coleslaw is wonderful with pork. So that's really easy, and like I said, I'm just going to slice the very end of the cabbage tip off, and I'm going to put that in the garbage can. And you guys might be wondering why I haven't been posting much lately. Well, I've been really, really, really busy. And starting next month, I probably will not post the entire month of July because Bob's going to start outpatient at a different rehab center. And that's going to happen on Mondays and Monday and Fridays. I have the pantry Tuesdays and Thursdays. So our summer is going to be pretty busy. But I do think of you guys all, and he is progressing nicely, even if he doesn't think he is. He is doing pretty good. So, that's basically all you need to do with the cabbage. What you're going to do is when everything comes together, you're going to mix it and chill it. And that will conclude today's Cooking with Joel. I'll see you on the next Cooking with Joel video.